Hello, and welcome back to Roll Call. I almost forgot the name of the show then. That's not pretty bad, isn't it? We are brought to you by LD3D, your 3D printing needs in Cold Valley and Yorkshire in general, maybe the world, although you'll have to pay for posting.
No deliveries today.
Yeah.
We will not selling the limit of one.
We're also sponsored this week by DungeonFog.com. They create digital maps, GM notes for a variety of different settings. I'm definitely going to play around with that now that we've got full access here, which is great. So look out for some fun maps in the future. Check them out because it's real nice stuff. We are joined today by our 4 intrepid adventurers. We have Garth, the tin man with a gun. It's the closest thing I've got to this version, I think. Tannis, who will also, played by Spike, who is also going to fill in for Faelor, Smith. She is not feeling very well today. We have Rengarts, our dwarven capitalist and engineer, and Gruk, the heart of gold half-orc and
Barbarian.
hippie? A little bit.
A little bit. He likes animals.
He likes animals. You may also notice the setting is a bit different. We're just trying something new. See if it works. It's a little bit cozier. There's a little bit more space. Ben's just gone. Just wandered off. I'm sure he'll be back sometime before we actually kick off.
Took us to the tin man.
Yeah. He was very upset by that. So let's do a quick recap from where we are. You all met, were occupants of Redcliffe Falls. You right there, Ben?
Yeah, sorry, the door behind you was open and closed.
Okay, you put the lock on. Cool. You're all inhabitants or visitors of Redcliffe Falls. You were there when an orc war party seemed to rush in, rob the place, taking the bonds that they used to fund the mines, and then drove off back to whence they came. As strangers and businessmen there, some were accused of being involved, some were concerned they weren't going to get paid because they've had the money was gone, and the Lord of Redcliffe has paid you, has offered to pay you if you are able to recover the bonds. You jumped into the what's the name of your mule? The mule, that's it. Yeah, into the mule, and drove off into the wasteland, where you were briefly pursued by a couple of goblins riding giant vultures, and you ran over an orc. Well, almost ran over. You tried to and failed. So yes, you are following the path still. Gruk, if you can make either a wilderness or a survival check, that's more appropriate, to see if you can keep on tracking the.
No.
Plus your. What are the bonuses you got? +1, so 9. So you're struggling to fight. You're struggling to follow the track now.
We're on a well-worn mountain.
You're on a well-worn mountain, but you can't. You're losing kind of sight of the things.
Did we navigate around the dead area?
You didn't go into the dead area. In the end, you turned off before you hit it because some of you managed to sense the corruption, the darkness within. And actually, at this point, Tannis and Garth, can you both please make a nature check, please? As you guys, this will be based on stuff that you would recognise, basically. 18. 22. You both see that the trees, as you're kind of going along, it's kind of a hilly mountain area, lots of kind of trees and shrubs and things like that, but they're looking sickly, withered. They look quite similar to how the ones on your farm kind of look. Tannis, as you are a druid, you would recognise that this is probably due to some poison in the water table. That it's a sickness coming from beneath. Not unusual in the wastelands, but that's you would kind of suss out that that's probably, whereas you would just recognise it as the illness of the thing. Rengar, you are driving. You look over and you see that Gruk is a bit looking puzzled at the tracks. He doesn't seem to be as confident as he was previously.
I'm behind him.
Are you in the?
Yeah.
Waiting for instructions, I'm guessing, but you were just trucking along, or?
Well, trucking along until I'm told to
Turn off this.
So I realise which we're turning off. Or
Sure.
So the supposed navigator tells me to turn somewhere else.
Okay. Gruk.
Oh, slow down a bit. Can't see where we might be going.
I'll stop it completely.
Okay, right. So then jerks to a halt.
Are we going in the right direction?
I'm going to get out and have a look to see if I can find any tracks.
What have we been following so far?
Tracks.
Could Faelor also jump out?
Fail also, so roll with
Kind of
advantage.
what she does.
Yeah, roll with advantage. Since Fail.
Natty 20.
Natty 20. You find the tracks. You can see that at this point there seems to be tracks converging onto this road. You would be guessing that this is. They look like orc tracks on foot.
On foot.
There are some smaller tracks, maybe kind of orc children. You would say probably not goblins. The foot type, with the natural 20, the foot type is. It's an orc foot, but it looks like a child's foot.
Wait a minute. And any vehicle tracks.
You can see the vehicle, the warg, the heavy trike.
And have they gone over the foot
Vehicle.
tracks or
It looks as though that's gone over it. You've managed to pick up that track again. You would guess. It looks as though people are orcs are back and forth around this area. You would guess maybe a small tribe, maybe between 20 to 40 to 50 individuals, including children and women.
Right. They're on here somewhere. The vehicle tracks go straight ahead, but there's some tribe here. About 40 or so orcs and some children and stuff. Yeah, they're here somewhere.
Great. Well, do we think they're still on the vehicle, or are they now found?
No, the vehicles have gone over where the walking marks is.
They're all the walking marks are kind of going back and forth.
They use this place a lot. Look,
Right. So, well, let's follow the walking marks then.
they'll go in and out. Where do you want to go? From everywhere. They're all around us.
Well, you're supposed to be the one tracking. Where does it look like we're supposed to be going?
Would you want to follow the vehicles? Or do you want to follow all these footprints back where they've come from?
You said that they were all converging to go one direction. Let's follow the convergence to where they all went.
Are they all converging and going in one direction?
They do appear that you're natural 20, so yeah, you can get this. That there is up ahead down the road, perhaps there is a central point that maybe people are coming back and forth from.
All right. I'll just leap onto the back of the mule again. Bash on the roof. Boom, boom. Let's go that way.
In my own time.
Yeah.
I'll turn.
I assume you check the wing there.
God,
Yeah.
My grandma tries better than this, and I've never even met her.
Turn it back on.
Yeah.
And we will follow that direction.
Okay, are you going full speed? Are you approaching with
No.
some caution?
Yeah, we'll focus on that.
Okay. Let's all make a perception check, please. I'm assuming you're all keeping a lookout for.
I fell asleep, I think.
Yeah. This way.
14.
I got a natural 1, and Faelor got
Not much.
7.
Okay. 8.
Natural one.
Okay, right. So, the eeriness as you start to go, the woods start picking up a little. There's a lot more kind of trees and foliage. It's all got that kind of dark, gnarled, withered kind of look to it. What did you score? 40?
Mine was highest with 14.
40. You hear some noise up ahead. over. The engine obviously is still making a fair bit of noise, but you could hear the sounds of. It sounds like maybe a celebration or something up ahead. Maybe just round a couple of more turns, kind of thing. What do you do?
I almost go to tell the driver to slow down, and then think better of it, and then into Tannis and say, "Perhaps you should suggest the driver slows down."
Oh, okay. But we should just go now.
I will go as slowly as possible.
Yeah.
Try and but it's
Yeah.
It's not
But unfortunately, that's not how an engine works.
Yeah.
So yeah. So although the vehicle is now creeping along fairly slowly, it is still making full-on engine noises.
There's a celebration up ahead.
They have a party.
That's not how I sound at all.
Do you throw in the cab, are you?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm in the flatbed back.
So you've.
I put my head through the window, almost into him, and then say it to the other guy who just appeared.
I'll turn off the engine in that case. Then.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's not wise. It's just to drive into an old village with that little engine here.
If you wanted to run more of
Pretty sure that's what I was getting at.
If I could run 50 orcs over with this thing, it won't go. I'll give it a damn good try.
No.
You're only a half orc. You don't really count.
Oh, I'm on half of you up.
Maybe we should go in quiet.
Yes.
Good, we're going in quiet.
Yes,
Okay.
he says, like chingling and changling as he.
as his robot body.
Hey, if you want to
Sorts
act as
out.
a distraction and you get shot, I'm fine with that.
I'm
Let's
just-
go in this way.
If you guys want to go ahead and give me a signal, I could then come in with the mule.
You're not
You
touching
try.
the steps.
Why not? I've done it before.
Doesn't mean I want you to do it again. Maybe you take the lead. If you get shot, it doesn't hurt as much.
Fine.
Okay. So what's the plan, guys?
I'm going in ahead apparently.
Okay. Stealthily or?
No, I have no stealth ability.
Okay.
I will transform
Okay.
into a small, furry woodland creature.
A stoat.
Of any description?
A stoat or weasel?
Yes.
Sure.
Squirrel.
And perch
Yeah, I offer my
perch upon him.
Okay.
So, a weasel, because weasel. Explosive.
Is it okay if I pet you? Oh.
Maybe I can transform back into my still not very terrifying clothes.
There is stats for weasels on 340. If you need.
340.
Okay. So you are perched on the robot. You guys, what's the plan
I'm
here?
swinging down and just standing next to Tin Man,
Okay.
drawing my great axe.
I'll just walk behind them.
Are you like, okay, I'll stand behind the robots. Okay.
As we're walking, I say, I want to make it clear, people do not like me, you do not want to stand next to me when they start shooting at me.
It's alright, I don't like you either.
Okay.
And are you just walking up the road?
You
going
are
into
a weasel, rabbit?
going into the forest and approaching from a different angle? What's the plan, guys?
Well, I suggest we don't walk right into the village. But why am I
Are we
taking
walking?
judgment?
Are we walking
I
right
don't-
to the village?
I'm not a fighter. I don't know how to fight these orcs.
Well, there's 50 of them, I don't suggest we fight them.
Right. So what's your plan, Temper?
We go in and shoot them until we have the thing we want.
I mean, that
That's
sounds like
right.
fighting.
Can you all make a perception check, please?
Squeak.
Good. One.
Yes, you can't communicate, can you? No. Fantastic.
19.
19.
Don't get used to weasels.
No.
Well, no, because you use your own wisdom and then if
15.
weasel has
15.
perception as a skill, you shoot. It's not just use which perception scores, right?
Yeah, you get your weasel bonus.
Well.
Okay, so 12, 19,
15.
and Ben?
One.
1.
Too busy arguing with
As there's this argument, you three have this kind of natural feeling of is someone watching you. You don't because you are.
Change.
Yeah, your threat center hasn't gone off, but you guys feel that kind of, and you turn and there is a little girl, a little orc girl. She must be maybe 3 feet high,
There you go.
holding
Kill
what
that
looks like
one.
a little doll, like a little stuffed kind of straw doll. She's kind of looking at you like, She
I'm going
points.
to talk to her in Orc and ask her what the party's about. What's the party about?
Are
Try
you-
to smile.
In York, are you from tribe?
Yeah. From where?
Tribe.
Oh yeah, we're late to the party. I told her we're late to the party. How did we get there?
This way.
Oh, alright, I'll tell you what, we'll play hide and seek. You go and hide in the woods, we'll come and find you after we've kites a big number.
Make a persuasion check, please.
Yeah, -1.
That's one. Charisma based.
0.
Okay. So like, Mama says not to hide. Dangerous.
Why don't we take you to your mother? Oh wait, I can't speak Orcish.
Alright, come with me.
Speak
And I'll say in common to these guys, stay here, I'm going to go and find out what's up. And I take her by the hand and say, take me to your mum then.
Okay. What's your name, mister?
Gruk. What's yours, little girl?
Greta.
What?
You're big.
Yeah.
Come on.
Going.
Yeah. As you guys head off into the direction she
Oh,
wanted.
speaker. And I get the weasel to come back.
Okay.
Clamber up on it.
Okay. And you guys are waiting here or going to follow at a follow distance? What's the plan?
Well, the wait. My confusion is that he just wandered up with a little.
With a little go. As you
clearly staring at us.
as you two with the was up. Fluffy, and she reaches out to pet you. Ah! He's not very nice.
Oh, he's just a bit cranky in the mornings as well.
Moments like that.
Alright.
The fact that it's evening doesn't.
And she heads
See, now we're in driving.
about the day.
In line.
Yeah. Well, it took you it took you about a day or so to get to this point. And she leads you through the forests. And she says, "Oh, careful! Stream's here. Don't get wet." And as you look into the stream, you can see big, thick, black chunks of what look like some sort of viscera or
He doesn't know that.
dark bile or
Sludge.
like a slight sludge. Yeah, sludge, kind of slopping along on the water.
That smells nasty. Alright. It's jumpable, steppable.
Yeah, easily. The kid kind of does some stepping stones, so she hops along. And, don't fall in.
Whoa. I'm just going to carry on following and see if I can see what's happening.
Sure. As you just a little bit farther from the stream, you can see the palisades, the wooden kind of spikes that have been driven in to create a bit of a border. And you can see there's a lot of orcs. You would say about 50 or so.
Any artworks or any indication that
Most, they all seem to be full orcs, but no one, as this little girl, they all kind of look at you and there's a bit of a kind of they're looking like, yeah.
am I walking right in the open gate or
Well, the little girl doesn't take you through the main gate where the road kind of goes in.
Yeah.
But there is between the spikes there is enough space for her to kind of squeeze through, and you can kind of
Yeah.
to get through without having to impel yourself.
Unchallenged by any sentries or anything.
Essentially unchallenged, yeah. All the attention seems to be in the centre,
Alright.
where you can see the shape of that massive bike, the classic warg
Alright.
tricycle.
That drove into town.
Yeah. And at the top, you can see a particularly large orc holding a bag in one hand, a big heavy kind of leather bag, and his war axe, and yelling, "We have shown the humans they will not threaten our people. We have taken from them what is most precious." And they all there's lots of cheering.
Right, I'm going to tell her to go off and find your mom. I'm going to sort of try and be as unobtrusive for an orc as possible.
Okay.
Just try and listen to what's.
In that case, I'd like you to make a stealth check, and I'm going to say you can do it with advantage because you are half orc hiding among orcs. And their focus is on you.
18.
18. You find a bit of a lead to kind of not to look like I'm being nonchalant, but you put on that air. And you hear the orc, what you would guess the orc leader, the orc chieftain, declaring, this is a black eye for them. They're precious people. This will teach them to poison us. And there's a cheer as the orc said, to kill us, as a cheer, and to drive us from our homes. And then you hear, and what of the cost? And the thing changes, and there's an old orc with leaning on a staff coming out, his hands white, in thick white gloves.
Again, subtle voice while this is going on, I'm sort of
translating to the weasel. Excellent. So it was like,
It means that we're taking some precious things from the shop.
and the orc chieftain says, yes, orcs died. The humans, the civilized people, they killed some of our fighters, but it was worth it. Was it? Do you have medicine in that bag? Is it food? Will it cure the sick? Will it clean our water? And the old orc, snatches the bag from it, throws it to the ground, and you can see these wads of paper spill out.
Useless for orcs.
Paper! Worthless paper! Can paper clean our river? Can paper heal the children that die because of the rock, the sickness in the water? The orc chieftain is nonplussed by this display, by this.
What about people? How do they feel about
There's some muttering, and there's like, we have one of the other orcs kind of pushes towards us. Says, we must hurt them, for they hurt us. And the old man, the old orc, I keep on saying man because fundamentally it's the same thing. But yeah, the orc turns to him and says, we hurt them, they hurt us. There are less of us. We cannot perpetuate this cycle. Death leads to death. Paper does not fix our problems. If you were truly brave, Garrosh, you would go into the cave where the water comes from and you would fix a problem. You would not take the humans' paper. Garrosh, the orc leader, snarls, what would you know, old man? Your time is done. Blood cries for blood. Death pays for death. I will go back tomorrow, and we will burn their town down. And then the pollution will stop, for it will be man that will cause the sickness. And the orcs cheer. Who's with me? Ah!
Are they doing anything with this man?
He's just laying there.
And
He's
are
just
they,
laying there.
Are they getting back to the party? Their victory?
Well, at this point, Garrosh swoops down and picks up one of the wads of paper. This paper! They prize it. They desire this useless thing. We have taken it from them. And then he hurls his handful into the fire next to him. It is nothing to us.
I will scamper down and hurl towards it.
Okay. So yeah, make a quick. I'm going to go with. I'm going to say acrobatics as a weasel. As you kind of, acrobatics or athletics, as you have to dodge and dive between people's stamping feet, between the orc stamping feet.
Let's go with acrobatics because a weasel.
Yeah. I would say acrobatics is the more realistic one. As you kind of
15.
Okay, you're able to kind of duck and dive around the kind of stomping crowds, and you're there, and you can see as he's kind of hurled it into the fire, the edges start to crinkle and burn. You're going to go in and grab it out.
The whole stack?
No, just his one wad. There's the sack is still down there with most of it kind of spilling out, but he just thrown one. So you're going for those stuff that's in the fire?
Yeah. If I get that out, I'm going to be heading towards the back, right?
Okay. I'm going to say make a sleight of hand check to snatch it out of the fire. Dexterity based.
Good.
Without being, so you don't get it, basically.
7.
You take 2 points of damage.
No.
But you are able to. Does that kill the weasel? Does that force you to revert?
So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Shoot.
And at this point, a tiefling suddenly appears. His hand in there. His hand, I assume, in the fire, holding this thing. And the orcs. There's a pause as the orcs kind of. And then you hear. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna shout. You will go in. It's over time.
Okay. Let's make a.
That was quick thinking. You made it.
Let's make a deception check, please.
No, you just stand that way.
10.
Okay. Okay, so humans are going, there's loads of them. And one of the orcs goes, let's get this one first! When you hear that, you just hear, oh no! He's about 20 feet.
Yeah, he's right in the centre of the crowd.
Yeah. You're on the edge.
Dive towards the sack.
Okay, so you dive.
Got the fire on.
You dive towards the sack. Can you make a? You know what? Let's do a. Yes, that's what I want to do. Can you please make an athletics check, please?
Okay. 7.
No. Okay, so as you leap towards it, you feel your arms suddenly snatched up and drawn up by the orc chieftain, by Garrosh, as he raises you up in like a bear hug, and you are grappled.
So, not all grappled, no, really.
And he raises you up and he says, see how this civilized man, and he says this in common, so for you would guess, probably for your benefit,
Right.
See how this civilized man grobles for his paper, and he hurls you to the ground.
Throw him in the cave!
Can you take 4 points of damage, please?
Does that count as an attack?
Yeah, oh, good question.
It'd be a grapple.
Can I hellish rebuke him?
It's a throw.
That sounds like an
It's
attack.
damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I'll give you that. Yeah, you can hurt me. So as you are thrown, he is about to erupt into fire, and he has to make a saving throw. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What is he?
It's DC 12 for hellish rebuke.
And it is.
Is it dex save or?
It's a dex save, yeah. Dex for half.
He fails.
Oh, cool.
Damage, so as you hurl down, he's about to explode into fire. Go for it.
9.
Okay. Gosh. So yes, it's a blast of fire, and Garrosh kind of staggers back.
When I see him setting on fire, I'm
Yeah.
looking around and see if there's anything that can create a big sort of distraction.
Okay, make a perception check. You guys heard the moment of quiet,
10.
and then the sudden increase in activity.
10.
10. Because you are looking for something specific and it's something that you would be familiar with, you can see they've got some oil cans.
Alright.
Hold on. They don't use oil. The system doesn't run on oil. Let me rethink that.
Something that's flammable.
Yeah.
Lamp oil.
Yeah, that's more likely. Yeah. They've got some containers of kind of lamp oil they must have stolen from somewhere or things you get.
Smell it.
It's like the big jugs, basically,
Yeah.
not like explosive barrels. But yeah.
And how far away am I from the flaming orc?
You're about 20 feet away.
And how far is he from the flaming orc?
He's about. The Black Elk is standing above him at this point. As he's,
And how far away from the fire? If I threw something on the fire, this could.
you would catch them both and all the bonds.
And what's around me? Is there any?
there's the big crowd. There's a couple of huts, things like that.
But I'm close proximity to other orcs, I imagine.
Oh yeah, orcs are all around you. Yeah. But they're all sort of they sort of at this point it's more of a show almost. Like they think Garrosh is going to murder this guy straight up. So they're not all pouring in. They want to watch.
So I'm
this.
sort of backing up and dragging the lamp oil, and
Be careful.
and I'm going to try and fashion some sort of giant Molotov out of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right, okay, I like that. Can you make? So you like ripping off a bit of your tunic and
Bit of
shoving it down?
my loincloth and get
Yeah.
my tinderbox ready and.
Yeah, I like all that. Make a sleight of hand. Make a dexterity check. This will determine how long it takes you, rather than.
I've got dice on something for that, eh? 6, 7, 8.
8. Okay. So it's going to take you a little bit. So as you
Yeah.
tearing it off, and you're trying to do it in such a way that doesn't,
Yeah.
I assume, kind of draw too much attention to.
Yeah, well, I'm imagining there's quite a lot of
Yeah.
attention to the middle of the burning boss and.
Can I have initiative? Yeah, everyone roll initiative. Orcs.
Oh, we should go on a road. That's cool.
Okay.
I'm not the one who ran off and tried to steal all this.
Gruk.
7 I got.
7. Rengart.
We'll get paid if we burn.
Hmm?
We'll get paid if we
Rengart.
I'm not interested in money.
14.
14. Garth.
9.
9. Tannis.
Oh, right, it's 8
4.
for me.
And Faelor.
7.
7. Okay, good to know.
Good to know for death purposes.
Oh, actually, it was one more roll I need to make.
The dragon.
That might have been.
Yeah, the dragon. Oh, the
So,
dungeon.
guys.
The dungeon attacks us.
Clues in the name, guys.
Mine's 8, not 7, sorry, I didn't have
7.
an initiative bonus.
Yours is 8. Okay.
No, they both attack at the same time. Dungeons and dragons.
Okay.
Dragon.
So, Rengart, you've heard the noise suddenly kind of explode outwards from the camp. You heard Gruk yell, "Humans are coming! Hundreds of them!" Oh, no, you shouted in Orc, didn't you? Yeah. So you heard Gruk shout something panicked in Orc.
I still recognise it was.
You would, yeah. You spent a bit of time around him. He's got a fairly unique
The world
cadence.
speaks Orcish, you
The
know.
other orcs in the
Faelor.
Hmm?
Faelor.
Sailors with these guys.
Yeah. So Faelor
Sailor.
noticed that as well, but unfortunately she is a little bit later on the history. Rengart, need it?
Oh god, man, sounds like you're up. Oh, we can wait here and see
I'm
survive.
sorry, I have to wait 10 more initiative counts.
You can speak as a free actor.
Yeah, speaking is a free. You can do speaking out of turn.
Oh yeah, we can wait here, see who survives and pick what's left. That works for me though.
No, I need the druid. But let's get
That's
in,
right.
Let's get in the car.
Get in the car. Well, it's not a car, but okay.
Let's get in the motorized vehicle.
Do what? We're going in that. Bye. Fair enough.
Okay. The orcs are all sort of crowding round, all about to see this. As you know, a wall of barbarian kind of flesh kind of surrounds you as they start to slam their axes and javelins down as a bit of a war thing. And at this point, Garrosh is brushing off the soot of that hellfire, that sulfur, and he's about to step down when a shadow interposes itself, and it's the old orc shaman, the old orc with the white gloves.
Okay.
And you hear, "Stop!"
In Orcish.
in Orcish. And then you both hear it in common. "If the paper is so valuable to them, let them earn it, not steal it. For stealing is not honourable, Garrosh." And there's a moment too.
Yeah.
There's a quiet, and
This is a chaotic good tribe, I'm imagining.
the orc sort of turns round to you and looks down.
Look back up.
Well?
Yes, stealing is not honourable, and
Didn't they steal it?
yes, how we should not have to earn this back from you.
He leans into you and he says,
Are you sure that's the way you want to play this?
and he looks sideways at the horde of orcs that are surrounding you. Why don't you make an insight check?
Yeah, okay.
And you make one as well, actually, because you're watching this. And while you don't hear that bit, you... Yeah.
11.
9. I mean, we're gonna have a dice that rolls higher than 4.
He's
He's
hard.
a bonus one. Choose a clear one. The more that's been made there.
He's hard to reach.
He's
He's hard to reach. You would say he's you're not sure what his game here. You would say that he's trying to diffuse the situation, but he can't do so without appearing weak.
Yeah.
Basically,
But I can't tell him that.
you can't. No, you can't.
How would we, me and my many associates, go about earning back the things that you have stolen?
And the guy turns around and puts his hand up in the air and he says, Garrosh has taken from the humans, but he has not healed the river. The water is still black. This civilized. Let him do what the mighty Garrosh was afraid to. Let him go to the cave.
Suddenly dawns on me I'm still wearing my ridiculous foppish hat.
Let him purify the water.
While he's doing that, I'm trying to.
You're still
Good.
shooting.
No. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, I see. You wanna let him go. You wanna do one of those. Okay. You know what? Make a persuasion check.
I'm not very persuasive, but I did roll a 12 altogether.
Okay. So some of the other orcs are starting to kind of nod along, and you're helping us along. If this paper, and he snatches up the bag that's full of the remaining bonds. Oh well, the other bond is still on the floor, scattered about. Is so valuable, then let them help us to help themselves. For we all know civilized are selfish.
Yeah.
And he throws the bag at your feet. And he just looks at you. And that's his go.
Right.
Garth! It's you.
I have no idea what's
You've not heard any of that?
You're horribly wrong.
You can hear some of the noise seems to have dimmed again. You can hear one orc just shouting.
As you started with the engine, could I pull up a floorboard and Tinker's tool to put us onto the highest speed setting?
You want to just
A floorboard of what?
like one of the
flatbed.
yeah. Okay, you want
I'm
to
not
just
in the front. I'm a giant rope.
yeah. You want to suit the engine up.
Yeah.
Go for it.
It's not made of wood.
It's something.
Anything that was shouted would Faelor not be translating for.
Is he tinkering with your
Because of the engine, she can't make out. She can hear the shouting, she can't make out words.
Stupid engines.
I'm
So-
super I get to notice it.
Oh yeah. Well, he's in the back, so
It's
yes.
still like pulling a bit of metal.
Yeah. Well, make the test to see if you succeed in them. So
So
Tinker's tools, intelligence based,
18 overall.
18, and if you want to make a perception check, Rengart.
Natural
Yeah.
20.
Natural 20. Okay, so you hear, and then you notice all the dials kind of flip, and you look back and you see his hand kind of descending into the workings of the engine. That you
What
know.
trouble are you doing to my vehicle?
Helping.
I'm quite capable of making it go fast myself. This is what these controls are for.
Pay attention to the road.
We're not going anywhere yet.
Let's go. We just went to full speed.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, at this point, the whole thing lurches forward.
That's not our vehicle.
Well, that's how this engine works. So you feel it starting to strain at the like it starts to do that kind of lurching like there's a lot of everything's spinning a lot faster than it really should from a 0 point start. But it's no, you're right. You're at the point you haven't yet locked it into.
From my understanding, didn't you start it when
You started the engine, but it's not.
You have
It's
6
not
seconds
actually.
in the combat round. You managed to get in.
But I haven't put my foot on the accelerator.
Okay.
So the engine's going really fast.
Yeah.
We're not doing it.
Well, maybe we should go somewhere before it explodes.
Faelor has Faelor's kind of readying her rifle, and she's straining to hear. Can you make a perception check, please, Faelor? We want to see if she can hear this.
Some 15.
15. No, she's still trying to say. I think she's just listening. She's trying to pick out the words, but she can't hear her own words, unfortunately.
So the tin man arguing.
Yeah.
The engine on
Just be quiet a minute.
Tannis.
Yeah.
The old orc is standing over you, hunched. You can see behind him the looming shape of Garrosh by the firelight. The orcish tribe stands around you, looking at you. See what you're going to say.
Am I still lying on the ground?
Yeah, foppish hat, slightly askew.
Then I will rise to my feet and I'll say I was not good. Okay.
You slowly get up. You're a fairly tall.
But I don't. No, I'm not. I'm small.
Okay.
I'm small. I'm almost a child.
Yeah, you get up and you are now sort of eye level with this hunched older orc, and Garrosh is looming above you. He is big for an orc. He is a good kind of 8 feet, if not more, and a solid slab of muscle. What do you do?
I will remove my hat
Okay.
and I'll say, farewell. I'll undergo your task. Allow me to assemble my champions. They will probably be here very soon. I use long as very soon in my voice.
Okay.
Now, in fact.
You guys all hear very soon. Now, in fact. And there's a pause because I assume that's the end of your go.
Yeah.
Which brings us back round to the top of the round, which is Regart. You hear very soon. Now, in fact.
I'll make it go fast. Just get your hands up there. Use your guns. We're both going. Shotgun.
Oh, you're right. Actually, sorry. Yeah, Gruk. Yeah. Sorry, I threw you out of the thing. So before Regart, we'll squeeze you in here after we shout.
He shouts very soon.
Yep.
In common.
He does.
And I've got a build.
You've got a
build Molotov cocktail.
Yeah. It's not lit, but you are.
I'm still unsure as to which way the wind's going to blow at the moment.
You've been able to understand this whole conversation.
But I don't know if
if he's lying or
I
what.
don't know if I need to rescue him with some sort of giant explosion. So I'm going to get my tinderbox ready and be ready to light it, as it were.
Okay.
With my flint and steel.
You're just ready.
Yeah. Watch and see.
Okay. So are you holding an action until something occurs that means you will need to throw this? Okay. So yeah, Regart. Yep.
So yeah, now I'll just say, I'll control this. Let's not waste you. You can't get in the cab because you know the top of the cab.
Yeah. Okay.
And you.
And I shall myself come forward really fast.
Okay.
As I tried to do when I run over the arc.
Yeah.
I do a little dramatic. Crunch the gear stick for no apparent reason.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. Can you make a? Let's see. It's going to be dexterity, I think, in order to manipulate the controls. But it's a vehicle proficiency. So if you've got a vehicle, add your proficiency bonus to it.
16.
16. Yeah, 16 is enough as the vehicle. And you notice there's a much louder engine noise than you would expect. A proper kind of as the mule lurches like, that's not bad. As it lurches forward.
I'm still annoyed, but less so.
Now, did you put the plate back?
To be fair, I haven't stopped doing it.
No, yeah.
So I'm just kind of handing it.
You can see the magical energy kind of flare out, and it's a bit like you've opened the Ark of the Covenant, and there's a blast of light from the back, like, my receptors. As the vehicle lurches forwards, but you're able to keep it controlled. You're not that far from the thing, so by the start of your next turn, you will be arriving very dramatically, crashing into the thing. So that is Rengarts. The orcs are sort of all muttering to themselves. They don't know if they should attack. They seem to, they also be looking towards Garrosh and this older orc about whether or not.
Can I try and do a persuasion on the general crowd?
Yeah.
If I'm doing like that, let him do the task or something like that.
Yeah. I tell you what, wait. Do it now. This is we're going to count this as your held action, so you're taking action. Okay.
No.
Okay. You just shout, "Let's do it!"
No.
So that is Garth. I'm just holding on to the
pull my
back.
hand out of the floorboard
Yeah.
and put it back down.
Yeah.
And then I just lean over the top of the cat
With your hand cannon.
if I can, held action to.
Yeah, ready to shoot should you require to. That brings us round to. Gruk will say that your go is your attempt at persuasion.
Yeah, I didn't want to blame him.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Which means it then comes to Garrosh. Can you roll a persuasion check, please? Actually,
I can. 7.
Garrosh looks at you and in Orcish, so you can understand it, but you cannot, says, "What will this weak civilized be able to do that we, the orcs, could not?" And the orc crowd can there's a bit of a build.
Yeah.
Look around frantically for my translator.
I can understand the comment, not the discipline like how is the target doesn't hit.
So yeah, that's all he does. He's just vamping the crowd.
I'll just shout something back in Infernal.
Okay.
Because it sounds cool.
There's a moment as the orcs kind of, take a step back, and the old orc steps forward and says, "You see, he has civilized tricks that he can use that you do not, Garrosh. What harm is it to let him try? If he dies, he dies." That is in common, so you are able to understand that.
Yeah.
It seems like the old guy is speaking common for your benefit intentionally, so that you are at least able to follow some of the conversations going on. And that brings us back round to Faelor, who is just kind of holding on desperately to this vehicle, lurching forwards.
Did you hold your action?
Yes.
Yeah.
Technically, then, if you can do anything, it will be.
Well, no, it's before my next turn, so.
So you get 2 versus.
Yeah. But you now, Rengarts, it is.
No,
Oh no, sorry, no, Gruk did the. You did some. Oh no, yeah. Yeah. Do you want to do anything? The crowd seem kind of balanced on a T-Toast. They've not really.
I'm going to try and slay him again. I'm going to shout, let him try and save the water.
Go for it.
12.
Okay. You shout out, yeah, let him try and save the water.
Yeah.
Some orcs are starting to kind of look around like, he's just shouting this.
One guy is really invested in this situation.
And then you feel a tap on your leg, and you look down. It's Greta, and she looks up and she says, "He was Mr. Furry."
Just to me?
Yeah.
He was. Yeah.
He's not now.
No, he still is, but he's just bigger and less furry.
You should go to him. And she reaches up and takes your hand. Starts walking you forwards.
No, she can press that walking
It's
because
like,
she gets in the arm and no.
Huh?
Let's go find your mom.
Oh. But, Granddad, come on. She starts walking again. It's like,
Who's your granddad?
Granddad. And she's pointing to the centre. You're not sure if she's pointing at Garrosh or the older orc.
Well, that's what he's your granddad. The old man. Take me to.
And she walks you in. You know, kind of. Granddad. He says, Greta, not now. No. She looks at you. You are not of the tribe.
No.
He says, he's friends with Mr. Furry. You tried to bite me. The old orc is kind of. You know this civilized?
Kind of.
He leans in and he just goes, play along. And then leans back out and says, you see? Civilized will not go alone. He will have, and he grabs your hand and raises it up. Orc strength by his side!
And
There's a motto code. Yeah. It's great, like, puts.
And I'm pretty big for a half orc as well.
Oh yeah, you're a bit, yeah. You're about the same height as Garrosh, and you know, there's a similar kind of build. And the orcs are a bit more like, okay. All right, this is turn around. But at that point, there is I'm assuming as you kind of rocket towards it, you can see there's the gates basically. I mean, they're fairly kind of a simple, like, it's not a big wall or anything, it's like some simple wooden kind of gates. Yeah, there's a crash as this vehicle smashes through. Are you like pulling it to a dramatic stop?
I'm just driving through. Alright, get ready, skin savages.
Make a. So are you trying to run them over?
Yeah, I'm just driving.
Oh yeah, just driving recklessly. Make a quick perception check to see if you see the scene basically. 12. You can see all the orcs seem to be gathered around like a central thing. You can see Gruk with his hand in the air, seemingly holding a dangling child. You can see Tannis kind of stood up a bit concerned. You can see the big the motorbike, the trike, and this big orcish warlord, you would probably think of him as. And then this old hunched orc kind of holding the thing, and everyone's sort of like, what? Are you going to try and run them over, or are you going to try and not? What's your plan here?
What can I see him waving at?
Yeah, I'm guessing you're like, no!
If we blast into a new round, then I'll shout to them using the counter to make myself go in.
Yeah.
Oh, my champions of around.
Stop! It's all good. My champions, you're my champions. They're here. Thanks.
Okay.
Go forward, please.
I'm going to say, yeah, dexterity vehicle handle check to
Don't crash.
14. Let's do a quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay. So yeah, you're able to kind of do. I assume it's a classic kind of handbrake turn as you kind of slide into it and also kind of diving out of the way and stuff like that. As I'm guessing you just scanning the crowd.
I was not to shoot anyone.
Your person good.
I shouldn't sound so disappointed.
And Faelor's, everyone's kind of guns. Orcs are grabbing axes and javelins and stuff, and you all. So that was.
Everybody just chill.
Well, it's actually the older orc. Says he turns to you. Your champions?
Yes, the elf, the dwarf, and the metal man.
And the older orc holds up his hand and says,
And
you see, they will go, and they will clean the water, and then they can have their paper back.
well, we're not going to clean the water. we will go and investigate the source. And if there's something we can do, then we will try. But if there's nothing that is beyond our powers,
You feel a big, meaty hand on your shoulder, and you turn and Garrosh is leaning.
I will turn to him.
Yep.
And I will flip to my other side that other person saw that one time. I will let Thaumaturgy flash my eyes with fiery light for a moment. And say,
Okay.
if you want to keep your hand, get it off me.
Politics.
Now you
Wow.
say it. Ooh, you say it in common, so all the orcs understand it. Can you please make an intimidation check?
Could I let off
Yeah.
my held gunshot nearby Garrosh, but not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Fuck my life.
Maybe to give him advantage on
To
that.
give him advantage, yeah, I'll do it.
That was
That was that was your
that
intention.
was the intent.
Yeah, I know.
He was just rolling by the side of me as I was talking.
Do I get advantage on it?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
I only roll 4s today, so
Okay.
that's a grand total of 6.
You feel the hand actually tighten on your shoulder,
Right, that's it.
and he says,
You will clean the water. Or when you come back, you will choke on your paper.
Is it my turn yet?
"It is." We're sort of out of turn. Since everyone's kind of the situation is sort of de-escalating a little bit.
I'm grabbing his hand,
Yeah.
saying, "We're going to clean the water," pulling him away,
Okay.
giving him a nice orky
Give
smile.
it a
Leave your mouth, like, right,
And
I'll do.
I've got him in one hand and the little girl in the other, and I've had to drop the big
The Molotov. Okay, so there's this Molotov. You know what? Make a quick dexterity check since you are standing by the fire.
20.
Excellent. You do not drop the Molotov into the fire accidentally.
This is not over, Garrosh.
as you're sort of dragging him away back towards the vehicle.
No, I've got very aware that we're not going to be able to fight for it.
You guys, so
Thank you.
you've rocked into this thing. Orcs are sort of hostile but confused. Are you still holding the little girl?
I've got the little girl in one
Yeah,
hand, tea leaf in the other hand, and I'm walking backwards towards the truck.
Yeah. You guys. I'm assuming you're just covering sweeping the thing. Tannis is not Tannis. Faelor's doing that. Rengar?
Well, I'm a little confused now. I kind of tend to Faelor, and I thought oaks just drank dirty water. Why are we trying to clean water? I don't understand this. It's just a Faelor, so
Yeah.
she's not here to answer.
No. She just looks at you like,
But I'll first converse
Offensive.
with her in the tin.
yeah. It's like offensive. Timman? Just watching, readying, be ready. And as you stumble back towards the vehicle, you hear, "Can I go to Granddad now?"
Yeah.
And
Throw her into the
she,
fire.
as you are kind of approaching the vehicle,
Sure,
you let her
it's
go.
close to us.
And she goes towards the vehicle, and she just taps it. And she looks up at your kind of
She
vehicle.
hasn't gone to Grandad, she's gone behind.
Well, she just taps the vehicle, looks at them.
Can I use prestidigitation to make it sparkle where she touched?
Yeah, you can.
Must.
And she looks at you with childlike wonder.
She's a little child orc, so I'm not afraid of her. Touch that again, it's the last thing you'll have.
she and some of the orcs like whoa. But the older orc, she runs to her granddad and he scoots down. He picks up the bag of paper. You have till sunrise, or the paper burns.
You burn the paper, you're an idiot.
He starts to slowly shift it
It
towards
might
the
have no
fire.
value to you, but it obviously has value to other people. Why would you not use that even if we're not successful?
Keep sifting it.
Okay, we're going.
Where's this cave? The source of the river. I don't know.
Are you-
I saw the stream.
Yeah.
So I'm like.
Yeah.
obviously.
I feel like I should explain to the.
You would guess you could follow. Okay,
Yeah.
you're still in the middle of. You're all. I assume you're all kind of packing back into the vehicle. You're still in the middle of the orc encampment at this point in time. Orcs are, while everyone seems to be on board with the idea of off you go, and they're all on board with the idea of you guys leaving. I think that's the main thing they're on board with.
Did we see the dirty river as we came in?
Yes, you guys would have driven past it.
Yeah.
At some speed. Yeah.
Follow up.
Yep.
Can I, as I'm watching everyone for action, just get a general sense of how healthy are the people in this?
Perception check, please.
What point of reference does that have?
11.
It's difficult because obviously you're not an expert on orc physiology, but you would guess.
Physiology.
Yeah, on physiology, you're a robot.
Do you know who does know orcs very well?
Faelor does. Well, you know what? Make it with advantage to since you and Faelor have been scanning the crowd basically this time.
17.
You would guess certainly some of the children don't look well. Many are sort of being gripped by their parents. A lot of the female orcs are seemingly a lot more emaciated. You can see some discoloration in some of the orc skins as well, kind of dark patches of grey almost. Now that they're not whipped up into which is a frenzy, they look scared and they look weak. For 50 orcs, yeah. Let's not forget there are 50 orcs here. The one who looks, the kid who looks the healthiest was Greta. You could probably intuit that that's probably due to her relationship with her. She's got a granddad who must be a big cheese or something to throw some cheese around. She's eating those cheese. And yeah, so what do you guys do?
I should really explain what's happening.
Shall we drive away from the village before we start?
Are we in?
No,
Well, yeah, I'm assuming you're all kind of lumbering into the truck.
Yes, and they're holding them hostage. We have to do a thing, and then they'll give us the fix.
What thing?
So the river has got bad juju,
Right.
and we're gonna go and investigate the source of bad juju and fix it.
When did we become plumbers? I only know water sources in industrial areas.
Bad mojo.
And as you are you driving out of the thing, or are you waiting until he's explained the situation?
Well, thing first, and then
Yeah.
Jimmy points in the direction.
I'll lean out and so where is the
It's alright, I know.
okay.
Because
Now with this.
And you back over the broken gate. yeah.
But no, unfortunately it doesn't have.
You watch a lot of the orcs kind of watch you off. You see, Garrosh kind of gripping his axe in anger, and you see a little wave from Greta, kind of hiding behind her grandfather. And as you back up, that I think is a good point to take a break. We've had about an hour. Yep, excellent. So back in a bit for part 2. Cool. Hello and welcome back. So, when we left our brave adventurers, they had negotiated their way out of the an orc encampment. That's a generous term. And they had backed out some distance. Renegard, how far have you driven away before you are you just heading back to the stream? What's the...
Yeah, let's have a look at this supposedly polluted water source as far as the Alps.
You drive back. You guys sort of came through a bit where the stream kind of narrowed and it was high so that you could just kind of roll through it, kind of thing. Yeah. And you can immediately see, now that you are all looking for these black kind of patches of goo or a sludge kind of travelling along down the street.
Just say it again, isn't this just water?
You're very ignorant for a dwarf.
What? What do they drink then?
What?
Well, that's what water is doing.
What do you
Have a
drink?
drink. Go on, have a drink.
No, what? I don't remember.
Can I find anything about this from my druidic point of view?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Why don't you make a nature check?
I will do that.
Excellent.
Does it look familiar?
No, you've not seen anything like this before.
Does it smell?
It smells awful. So
16.
Oh, it's better. Okay. Yeah, you would guess that these black goo, basically it's sludge, ichor, is a good one, yeah, is not natural, is supernatural or otherworldly would be your guess. It smells wrong. Like, not only like, oh, it's a bad smell, like there is a fundamental wrongness to it. You being in tune with the natural world, you know that this is, and here's the thing, even Rengart's vehicle, even the mule, does not give off this sense of wrongness. That is something that's been created and built out of the world. It's part of the world. Even the magic that it runs on is part of the world. This is not.
Oh, this is very otherworldly. It's against all the rules.
Okay. So how do we fix it?
Well, I guess we're going to find the source of the goo and see what we're dealing with.
Right, well, do you know exactly where the source is, or will we just go and look through?
It's where the water comes from.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I expect nothing less from you.
Thank you. Any beans? I swing off, I jump off the back of the clock then and start trying to stream it.
Yep.
I just stopped mid-sentence. The thing I was going to ask is already solved.
He's already used. Okay, so you jump off and you head off on foot.
I imagine it's not navigable by a vehicle,
The river.
the
Yeah.
trees next to it.
Sure. Yeah, it would be difficult to get the mule.
I let walk you be nice to everyone for a moment as he goes up and just say, we should be wary. We didn't exactly see on your side in that camp.
Shut up, Toaster!
He says quietly, walking ahead can't hear.
Also, toasters are mechanism.
I don't know, it seemed to be trying to come in with that little girl, killer or something.
Then cheering with the guy in charge.
Oh, in the hell,
I'm just saying,
maybe it's a good company.
their culture, but I'm not getting killed.
He's only half, no. He's only half as bad.
I agree with that. I also would not like to be killed.
Just be alive. And that's that one.
So, do we have an order of march? So, Gruk, you are in the lead.
Yeah.
Followed by...
I guess I will.
We just after you.
Garth, Tannis.
I'll park it on wheels somewhere outside as much as I can.
Sure.
And then just go to catch up.
Yep. And we'll say that Faelor waits and she's bringing the rear to keep cover. So that was Renegard. Okay. If you can make either a... I mean, you're following a stream, so it's not a difficult thing to do, but let's make if you can make a nature check, please, Gruk.
Me?
Yes, since you are in the leads, use an intelligence-based check.
Oh, sorry.
It's intelligence,
Yes.
I'm very intelligent.
Let's give the total score. 6. So, 6 is the score, or?
That's what I rolled.
Excellent. You yeah, the woods seem a bit darker, a little more crooked. You guys, having observed this already, don't need to make this roll, but as you seem to move up the stream, the trees are even more kind of withered and twisted and gnarled. Whatever this ichor is flooded into the water table, and it's starting to affect these plants much more the further upstream you get. As you walk, the sun starts to set. As the
Oh yeah, that was the other thing we were going to have to plan.
I'm sorry, what?
as you mentioned, this is to say like, oh yeah, time limit. Yeah.
That was the thing. We're going to do this quick.
And the creatures of the night start to chirp up. You hear an owl, the scurrying of these smaller creatures around, and you continue to head up. Who has night vision?
Me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But you all do. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so that's good. In which case, can you all please make a perception check?
More alarm is necessary. We all got 60 foot.
Yeah, you will stand at dark vision. Yeah.
19.
Natural one.
Natural one. Okay, excellent.
Faelor gets 12.
18.
Okay. What did you
Sorry,
score?
20.
20. What did you score? 13. And you were 19. 18. 18, 20. Faelor was 12. Okay. So you three, you, Faelor, and Rengart are too busy kind of, you know, I'm guessing being out in the woods is not something that Rengart's sort of done a lot. He's a city dwarf. Yeah, this is whereas as you guys are a little bit more on edge, and you recognise some of that skittering is not. He's coming from a three-legged creature. Maybe is that 5 legs? And it seems to be following him.
It's an awful strange amount of legs with bilateral symmetry.
Is that it's like,
No, there's something out there.
What do you mean?
What he means is trees and awful strange amount of legs with bilateral symmetry. Is there anything that isn't in this world that we know about?
anything that isn't bilateral symmetry.
Yeah.
You would guess probably not a lot in nature.
Something otherworldly, perhaps.
Okay.
I slow down a little so I'm tired and start to like be able to pass and just like quietly
Okay.
as they pass by.
Okay. So are you intentionally dropping behind a little? Okay. How far behind do you?
10, 15 feet behind the end of the path.
10, 15 feet behind Faelor, basically. Okay. As you go, she'll give you a nod. When you explain the situation to her, she's got it. Let's all roll initiative, please.
But why? We're perfectly safe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
11.
7.
Faelor?
17.
Okay.
13.
And Gruk?
17.
17. Okay. So you continue to march along, and as you slow, since you sort of prepped for this, everyone make a perception check. Actually, yeah, that's the easiest one. 6. Tannis?
10.
And Faelor?
6.
Okay. So Gruk, yeah. So as you look back, you can see 3 shapes beginning to converge on Timon.
Behind us.
Yeah, well, sort of from the sides.
Behind us. Behind us.
Yeah, he's at the back. Yeah.
That's what I say. Behind us.
And as Gruk yells out,
I stop him.
you're like. Okay.
Explain the difference.
And as you spin round, you can see these creatures. They're about, if you're at the front of the party, they're about 20 feet away from you.
That's in javelin range.
And so it is.
Cast one.
You're right.
Because I don't think they're animals.
Yeah. They're kind of short, squat.
No.
Yeah. They're sort of short, squat, kind of ballish things. It's dark, so it's. But you've got night vision, but you can't quite make them out since they're kind of coming through the moon. But you can take a shot at them. Absolutely. Go for it.
It's a dex check, growing, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Plus your.
Javelin can be strength.
Yes.
I've got proficiency bonus plus 2 attack bonus
Yep.
plus 5 plus 7, 24.
Hold on.
My strength?
Yeah.
Plus 3.
So it's plus 5 to the.
Plus 5 is the attack bonus is already building in your efficiency.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's gonna be-
So it's just plus 5. So total score was it's 21. Okay, yeah, that's still a pretty good throw. Roll for damage. This yeah.
Is there not D6?
You've got to be a D6 in the really. That's common dice.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
9.
9. Okay.
And then as my other action, I pull out my great axe and start running.
Okay. You're like, and off you go. As you sort of see this javelin, you're the closest. This javelin kind of spike into this thing. You hear and sort of rolling out is this ball of teeth and short, squat limbs. You see kind of it's black. It's pure kind of midnight black. Kind of white claws kind of scrabbling about. It sort of looks and almost splits in half as it reveals its whole body is just a single mouth. A couple of big white. You would, if they were on a living thing, you would think they were blind, but they seem to find you with unerring accuracy as the whole thing kind of and pops the javelin out and drops it to one side, and you can watch kind of a black eye claw, very similar to what's in the river, kind of dribble out of it. That's great.
How big is that?
They're about as big.
Off the ground.
Oh no, that's their kind of their body mass, but they're kind of scrabbling along, kind of along the floor. That brings us to Faelor. I suspected she might be like, nope.
Bang!
Go for it. Is she targeting the hurt one or one of the other shapes?
Yes.
You have to pick one.
You have to pick one of those 2 options. Okay.
18.
18 hits. So this is the rifle, so it's 2d8. Plus dexterity bonus.
9.
9 total. Yeah, so that's a solid hit. You hear the classic retort to the thing, and another jet of black icor bursts from it. They're fairly close, so you get to the two. Yes, one is easily within 5 feet of the other one, and then one is on the other side.
Cool, and then we'll do the where to go.
Yeah, to take the second shot against the second one, yeah?
Yeah.
16 hits. What for damage?
12.
12? Okay, that's on the new one, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, you watch as a second ball of teeth and claws kind of grabbles out the thing. I need to take a shot from Faelor as another chunk of icor blows off it. That is any movement from her, or she's going to stay where she is? She's only about 10 feet away. 10, 15 feet, yeah. Okay. So she backs off. That makes some sense. Rengar, you're up.
I'll scurry behind Faelor.
Okay.
And I'll cast Dancing Lights off off to one side to try and distract it, and as a knocking creature, get blinded or at least distracted.
Okay. So you're sort of casting dance lights kind of off into the thing. Any particular colours or shapes or?
No, even that's what natural lightish.
Okay, like will-o-wisp almost kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. As this unsettling kind of light blue green colours start to dance and swirl, you can see this creature much more in these creatures in much more detail. Their whole body seems to almost split down the middle, as it's described as the big maw of teeth. They seem to have eyes and limbs almost stuck on, seemingly at random. There's a moment as they all sort of like flick, there's a flicker of towards the light, but they don't seem to be distracted from their focus. There's a momentary like, oh, what's that? And then back to their attack. That's Rengar. Garth, you're up.
Are they adjacent to me at the moment?
You've got about 5 feet between. So it's you. There's a 5 feet gap, and then
Alright,
and there's 2 on one side that've been hit, and you've detected one behind you as well. Yeah.
they're
Perceptive for a moment, no eyes.
Yes, that's my curse to bear.
Okay, what do you?
I want to move out so that if there's 2 of them this side and there's me on that side,
Yep.
if I were to move and then shoot where I was, they'd all be within a 10.
They'd all be in a 10-foot radius. Yeah.
In fact, I'd be able to shoot one and then be able
Yes, there's about between the 2 on the left and the one on the right, there is about 10 feet.
But would I be able to get all 3?
With their radius shots.
Yeah.
Radius
Yeah,
of,
Everyone else
it
as
has
well,
to be
one person
in
who's
on
standing in
one.
front.
if it's a radius of higher than 10 feet, then
It is 10.
you would be able, You'd be able to.
So I start walking away. I pull the gun out of my holster. Spin the barrel and take a shot at the already injured one.
Okay, roll the hit.
So that'll be a +8. 22 to hit.
22 hits. 2d4 damage for the initial shot.
So that guy automatically takes 6 damage.
Okay.
And then all 3 of them take another 7 damage.
Another 7 damage as you use your blasting shot.
Bursting shot.
Bursting shot.
And then I'm
so
going to
does the first one take the 7 damage as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action
One
to.
second. 1 second. Got to do some maths.
Stupid numbers.
Ooh, okay. And 7 on that one. Yeah.
There's no friends in that circle, was there?
No, he walked.
I was the circle.
Yeah, he was the centre of the circle. Yeah, so you walked out,
And then I'll use my bonus action to take my action surge.
Okay.
And do it again.
Okay. Same target for the main thing.
Yep, it'll be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
That guy will take 3 damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. I'm so sorry. 3 damage, and then he will take 8 more because of dexterity on both.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then they all take another 9 damage.
Another 9 damage. So that one is. Yep. Okay. So as you watch the mechanical man just kind of start, a couple of massive magical. Is it just like a regular explosion?
Just
Does it
like an explosion
Yeah.
of magical energy.
punch her out? You watch the first blob that you guys have javelined and been shot at explode in a rupture of viscera, and the others start to kind of as they sort of seem to almost pat themselves down in order to put the fires out.
And I keep walking back at an angle to the rest of the party.
Okay.
Kind of
What's your maximum?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
They're not that tough.
Did it manage to surprise us, I suppose?
Uh,
idea what their attacks were like.
okay.
Well, I find out.
As you've gone in an angle, the creatures start to scrabble after you. One, the least hurt one, is able to catch you. So let's see what happens. He comes kind of giant maw scrabbling towards you, and as it sort of jumps up and reaches you, just step out of the way. It kind of starts to roll and flip around on its thing and flip back over. They're both closing on you. One you're now essentially in melee with it, but the other one is close. It's only about maybe 5-10 feet away.
I look down at it and then look back at the engineer and say, they're very poorly designed.
Because they weren't designed by what?
Tannis, it's your go.
Oh!
That's the whole thing.
How far away from me are they?
Well, you were about midway through the thing. Oh yeah. You were about 5 feet away from this guy now with the because he's moved that way. You sort of come together. You've got about 10 feet, 20 feet on him. Let's say 15 feet. So that.
Right.
10, 15, 39 feet.
11.
Can you be specific?
Yeah, 15 feet.
Okay.
There we go. And be specific.
And how close are they to each other?
They're about 5 feet between the two. And he is standing right there as well.
Just hit that. Hit me in the face. Hit that.
I'm there between.
No, yeah, he's very close. Yeah, he's coming up.
Could I move
Yeah.
enough to be in line with them and have them both ahead of me?
And keep the other guys out of it.
Yes.
Yeah, you could.
I will move to that position
Okay.
and then bam, thunder it.
So you run as Gruk's running forwards. You kind of jog alongside him, kind of bringing yourself up just before he's kind of ready to jump in, sort of at the side, angling out. Doof, go for it. What do they have to roll? They have to roll.
They must make a Constitution saving throw.
What's the DC?
Some. 13.
Probably proficiency plus your
Wisdom being good, right? Yeah.
5, so 13.
13. Okay, and on a fail?
On a failed save, the creature takes some damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, and on a success, no damage.
On a success, it takes half as much damage.
Okay.
No.
Okay, one succeeded, one failed.
Okay. I'll give you some damage.
Yeah, go for it.
He'll give you some damage. 4.
4 damage.
Is it plus your modifier or is it just-
No, it's just that.
No, it's just that.
And then the one that passed takes 2 damage.
In addition,
Yep.
unsecured objects that are completely within the area are automatically pushed 10 feet away, so sticks and leaves go flying over.
Yep.
And the spell is a thunderous boom audible to 300 feet away.
Excellent. So you come in, and there's a, as you watch this shockwave blast out. The one that was scrabbling and about to re-attack you is punched backwards, rolling to a ball 10 feet away. The other one kind of weathers it and starts to chomp its way forwards again. And that brings us back to the top of the round. Gruk!
I'm going to go into a frenzy. There's one in front of the metal man, isn't there?
The one in front of Metamans has been pushed back 10 feet, so it's no longer in thing.
So there's the one in attack range for me,
They are both easily within attack range for you.
and one's uninjured.
You would say, well, they've all been injured. The one that was about to chomp down on the Metalman
I'm going to
is
attack
looking rough.
the one I'll be closest to.
Yeah,
So
which will still. Oh no, not back. No, it will be the fresh one then. Yeah, the fresher one. Yeah.
Whichever one is.
It's closer to you.
I'm gonna frenzy and rage.
Okay.
Into this horrible thing.
Rage into this creature.
So advantage on strength checks. Blah blah blah. Is it right? Frenzy when you an extra melee attack. Yeah.
You get extra. Yeah.
So I get advantage on the attacks.
Yep.
And I get 2 of them.
You do it. Yeah. Go for it.
17, 22.
22 hits. Roll for damage. Let's see, D12.
Yeah.
You big axe.
Says 5.
Okay.
Is that plus your strength modifier?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Still 17.
Yeah, and your second attack.
Natural 20.
Oof. Oh no.
Yes.
You've got the half orc super.
Super damage on that.
So this is you essentially. So okay. Roll for damage. You roll 1d12 first and double that,
14.
and then add your bonus, your strength bonus to it.
17.
17, and then roll another d12 because it's your critical thing.
17, 27, 29.
29. Okay. Yeah, and as you just chop into this thing, it explodes like a cantaloupe. Like you're gallagering in the situation. Yeah.
What?
Black icor goes everywhere.
Do we get any armors?
You are now. The way you've attacked it, yeah, you're covered in it now. As you kind of sliced into it.
And it smells as bad as the stuff in the river.
Oh, it reeks. It is bad. That is you, Gruk. Faelor?
Is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead. Yes, super dead.
Bang!
Take the shot.
13.
13 hits.
Hey! 9.
Yeah, as Faelor calmly raises her rifle and takes a shot, you watch the creature that tried to scrabble at you, looking savage at this point. Just a bullet punches through its eyes and it kind of deflates. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it just kind of lays there, and you watch as the bodies start to rapidly decompose. Probably isn't quite right. They just start to liquefy, and they slowly turn into like that thick black ichor. You are covered in it. Can you make a quick Constitution save, please? Just make a quick Constitution save.
Yeah, natural one.
Okay.
It's fine.
So
You're still raging, aren't you?
Yeah.
But it's a poison damage, so no. You take 2 points of poison damage as you feel the ichor kind of start to seep into your body.
I think I've already tried to grab handfuls of leaves and
Start to scrub it off.
get it off. And
Yep.
catch it in blood.
Make a quick medicine check, which is wisdom based if you don't have this. Yeah.
11.
11 is high enough, so you're able to scrape it off without sort of covering your own hands in it.
Yes, handfuls of dead leaves.
Yeah. So you only take, you manage to get it off fairly quickly, but you still take that.
Yeah.
You can feel bits of it sort of dissolving into your flesh. And then you're standing in front of 3 black puddles, slowly hissing in the night. Your dancing lights are still, so there's still that eerie green glow.
Yeah.
It's more efficient than the way that you guys decompose.
Could come decomposing now.
So yeah, you are standing on the by the riverbank with these black puddles.
I think this is where the stuff in the river's from.
Reasonable to assume this is what we're dealing with then.
I don't know, because then they'd all have to be dying repeatedly.
They're probably in that cave dying.
Maybe there's like some kind of queen?
Yeah.
I don't know how these things work. They're not
And
natural.
I do.
I don't know how you work either, you know.
Well, we know that dwarves lay eggs.
Yes.
Dwarves come from eggs, that's right. I can confirm this.
This has been Biology 101. Fantasy edition.
So I guess we have to keep going upstream and see if we find any more of these things. Or like some sort of hive or nest or...
Oh, should have brought.
Well, you seem to have them there, so let's lead on.
Okay.
So you head off, same marching order as previously. So you take, you take Gruk, you take the lead again.
I'm going to ask Faelor or Tannis, whichever one's the healing one, if they can lay hands on me again. Could you make me feel a bit better?
How bad are you feeling?
Poisoned.
I mean, if you had to categorise your health in the form of a number,
28 out of 38. I'm alright.
just saying, you know.
So you guys continue to trek through the dark. The river is narrowing now, but seems deepening.
Why don't we take a little bit of time and then I can reload my gun. He can take a breather so he starts vomiting up black sludge.
Are you suggesting a short rest?
Short rest.
Yes. Okay.
Out of character, hey, a short rest, and then you don't have to be healed. You can just use a hit die.
How long does a short rest take? Oh, because we've got some more.
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10, 15 minutes.
It's literally real than
Just a breather.
Yeah.
Just
Say 10 minutes of real then. I'm going to roll my hit die then.
Yes. So you can spend a hit die to roll one, add your Constitution modifier, and that's how much health you will regain.
Spend one?
Yes.
So
My hit die says 3d12.
So you can spend that to spend 1 or 2 or 3.
you can choose after you roll each one.
Yeah.
So you roll d12 and add your con mod and you heal that much. If it's still not enough, you roll another d12.
Yeah, you don't have to roll them all at once.
And then I don't get them back yet.
You get them back at when you're on a long rest, basically.
Half of them.
No, you get half on a long rest, but yeah.
Alright, I'll take one.
Good one.
I'll take one. And my
How's
constitution
your con?
bonus. Get 3 back.
You can choose to do another if you'd like.
That's alright.
Okay. Is anyone else resting up? I think everyone else is although you've taken a little tap.
Yeah.
Unreasonable.
And no, he took some. He got thrown to the ground by Gruk as well. But no, okay. And you guys, so you take
There's not enough to.
you take 10 minutes.
Further thing, I'm like 2 hit points down.
You take 10 minutes.
And my con mod
The
is 2.
you know what? Everyone make a nature check, please. No, nature or perception. I'll let you pick. No. Okay. No, you just
12.
keep track of your bullets.
Yep.
Yeah, you reloaded the gun, yeah?
Yep.
Faelor's also reloaded the gun, so she's got 5.
I'm playing
14
my
on
axe
the
off.
nature check.
Mm-hmm.
I picked my javelin back up. You did say it was alright.
Yep. So, nature check, 14,
What did I roll? 16.
16, Faelor?
Faelor got 20.
You were
6.
Yep. And you three, you and Faelor, noticed that the sounds of the forest seemed to return. You hadn't noticed, but when the creatures had attacked, the noise had dropped off. So their unnaturalness seems to unnerve or upset the creature, the wildlife. Now you're aware of it, that's something that you will be able to keep a track of to know if they're about to attack
Okay,
again.
when things get weird with the sound, monsters are coming.
Weird sounds. Monsters come.
When the animals of the forest are disturbed.
When the game transitions to the map music.
Yeah. You guys continue to march down the side of the stream. You notice that the black ichor seems a lot thicker here, a lot chunkier. As if as it goes down, it seems to dissolve more and more into the water. But here it's like lumps
I feel like we're getting closer.
floating down.
Well, I should hope so. We're going upstream whether there's black corridor.
It takes you about, you keep walking for about an hour or so
I appreciate your insight.
until you come up to
I'm proficient in that.
a cliff face where the water seems to come out of a cave.
A large cave? A little tiny cave?
You would guess it's about 10 feet wide. It's pretty big.
Big enough to go.
So yeah, 10 feet wide, 10 feet high.
Are we able to progress into it without having to step into the
Yeah.
gooey river?
Yes, you are. There is a bank on either side. Now, what is the best perception
Do
or
I get my
history?
exhaustion point back from that little rest?
Your
Exhaustion point for using.
No, that's
no,
long rest.
That's a long rest. So, if you
I can use it 2 more times.
can you make a history check, please, and you as well, actually.
Faelor's proficient in history if that's any.
She's not from the area, so she wouldn't. Yeah.
13.
And 6. With 13, you recognise that this is probably part of the same kind of ridge area that further down, back towards the Red Cliff Falls, the mine is part of.
Okay.
So possibly this may lead into the mines.
And cave network.
Yeah. Possibly, but you don't have that much hands-on experience with it. But yeah. So yes, you're standing in front of this big cave. What do you do?
I just carried on walking in.
Gruk heads in.
I guess
I
we're not
didn't-
stopping,
I
okay?
didn't stop, I just carried on.
He's like, oh.
I was like, I knew what I was doing, so.
There's black goo coming out in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this seems like the route.
Yeah.
Feel like we're getting closer.
You head into the cave. It is very dark, as you can imagine, but fortunately all your eyes, I assume you've now set yours permanently to the green night vision setting. Everyone else is sort of seeing kind of a grey kind of, this is essentially pitch darkness, so you've all got a very limited sight.
So dark vision, that is the
You've
ability
got
to see in pitch black.
30 feet
But it's in grayscale.
of grace. 30 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah.
So half your normal dark vision.
Yeah. But yeah, in pitch darkness it drops to 30 feet, and low light to 60 feet. So.
30 feet's not.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do some light source.
Yeah, but then also will be more easily seen.
Yes.
I don't think we're being subtle. Boom, boom.
You hear a
Understand things again. Distance away.
Are you on the left hand side or the right hand side of the
I imagined in my imagination we're going to the left hand side.
Yeah,
of
that's
the
what
river.
I prefer.
Okay.
Then
Let's
just
go with your imagination, because in my imagination I'm on the right.
Well, to be fair, in my imagination I was also on the right, and you said it was a 10-foot cave.
The river's clear here.
The river is literally, yeah.
So we're on the right, they're on the left.
Okay. So.
Yeah, alright, we've got-
Oh, well,
I've
but
got all of
already, it's not very wide at this point. It's still
Yeah, it's
jumpable in one.
it's very, yeah, it's easily jumpable, but the
exactly
the water almost seems now like black with ichor.
It is just in
So you two on the left, and you two on the right.
and Faelor.
And Faelor, so yeah, so Faelor's on my side. That's it.
It's weird. It's like there's 4 of us, but we always have a tiebreaker that goes this way. Because
So Faelor's bringing up the rear.
because you're too.
So yes, as you head, it seems to be coming from all around.
All around, is there not a walls in that?
There are the cave sort of seems to expand out a little, not massively,
And we see
but you can see that there are the rock must be a soft rock, so it's a lot of like holes or kind of channels and stuff kind of diving into the side of it. It's almost like Swiss cheese.
No, that's the cheese.
And you can hear kind of scrabbling and
yeah, the things are in here.
I feel like I should have picked different spells.
sounds as these.
Unfortunately,
When I hear it, I stop.
Mhm.
When I hear it, I stop.
You stop, and as you stop, the noises stop.
Is everyone else stopping as well?
Yeah, you stop, we stop.
we appear to be along with you, whatever you do.
And then you hear a squelch, a thick black kind of.
Can I see anything in my 30 feet? What can I see? Can I see the edges of both?
Yeah, you can see the edge of the thing.
And there's holes in the walls.
Yeah,
And I can see the entrance that we've come through.
yeah. There's just enough light there that you can kind of still see it. And ahead of you, you watch as a big black kind of chunk floats down the river, and you can see little arms scrabbling out, and it's seeming to like dissolve
Has
into
it
it.
noticed us?
Well, as you watch, it sort of breaks up and dissolves and just becomes this black chunk of viscera as it flows down past you. And then you hear more.
Right.
It's a good way of getting rid of organic cheese under the corpse. It's in the water and the water and the water and they die.
And then you hear another.
So I've got my job now again.
And you hear another splash.
You make it dancing lights.
Everyone close one eye, so when the lights come on, you can just...
Lights around.
Okay.
How far does the light from dancing lights go?
It's 4 lights, isn't it? Yeah. There are.
Each has 20 foot of dim light and 40 foot of regular light?
60
well,
feet.
up where outside. No, like 20 foot and then another 20 foot in.
In light and 10 foot radius, yeah.
So you watch as
So we can see twice as far from them.
yeah, and you hear some scrittling, and one of the lumps as it floats down and grabs onto the side where you guys are and kind of pulls itself up.
I shoot it as it's in the water.
Make the shot.
That'd be 15 to hit.
15 hits, 12 damage.
Where's my feet?
That's not going around the cave.
11 damage.
11 damage. You blow a chunk off it and it falls back into the river and starts to dissolve. Obviously there is a gunshot noise and there's a moment of where it rings and then
I'm gonna hold off on the thunder wave.
you and then there is a and all scrattering and seems to be happening all around you. You also hear a more kind of a keening, sharp kind of from deeper into the cave. At this point, I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
To get me. It's gross.
That's fair. That's not the right dice.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Okay.
A little better.
Yeah. Faelor.
So let's have it.
13.
13.
10.
Faelor.
22.
Okay.
20.
11. Okay, so Faelor is first as you watch on your guys' side to these sort of 10 feet ahead of you, 10 feet behind you. Out of the holes come these black maw creatures scrabbling out. One in front, one behind. Faelor is nearer to the behind one since she's bringing through. What does she do?
She shoots it.
Go for it. Roll to hit.
One of these days it's going to be. We negotiate.
I negotiate with this
Go,
monster.
go.
17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
13.
13 damage. Okay.
Is there another one within 5 feet?
There is not.
Okay.
No. But she blows a chunk out of the creature as it starts to scrabble out. That's Faelor. Rengot.
I'll cast shield on myself.
Yep.
That's nasty.
Okay. Rengot, the brave dwarf Rengot. Garth.
I turn to the one that Faelor just shot.
Yep.
And shoot it.
Okay, go for it.
Turning my back on the one that's coming.
Yeah.
How much ammo do you have?
16.
16 hits. Roll damage.
How much ammo do you guys got?
All of 8 damage.
8
Yeah, I know
damage.
you've got all the ammo, but you've got like another 5 shots or another 25 shots or another
20 for me.
20.
I don't know for Faelor. She just keeps shooting.
Oh.
That's that. Okay. So yeah, you take a big chunk out of that creature. It's still kind of going, but it's not looking great.
Okay.
That's you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Tannis?
I cast Barkskin on myself.
Okay. Go for it. So that increases your AC. And
I've got my javelin ready. I'm going to throw it at the one that Ben just shot.
okay, you throw it across the stream.
I'm getting rid of the ones behind first in case we need to run.
The one that's in front.
Okay, so
Oh,
there are.
so no one's shot the one in front of us.
Well, there are. Don't forget, you guys are on opposite sides. There are 4 creatures in total.
There's 2 in front of us as
There's
well.
2 in front of you. There's one in front of yours. One behind
There's
you.
one in front of me.
Yep.
Can you fight?
I mean,
You fight.
a dagger and a hammer. That.
Right. So
So you commit.
I'm going to throw the javelin at the one in front.
Okay. Roll to go for it.
10.
Oh, the javelin hits the rock and skids off into the darkness.
And I draw my great axe. I'm prepared to stand here rather than charge.
You ready to go? Okay. That will bring it round to the creatures. So the one at the back, the wounded one, scrambles forwards and takes a bite towards Faelor. Does a 20 beat her AC?
Yes.
So that is Ooh. 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 piercing damage as the whole maw crunks into a leg. So that's there now. The one down behind you that you turned your back on scrambles towards you and takes a bite out of you, or aims to. Does an 8 beat your AC?
No.
Okay, so you feel the gaping maw kind of scrabble at your arm and back.
I just throw my shield in the maw and hold it there as well.
As you kind of like, nope. So that puts that one there. The one that you tried to javelin scrabbles towards you, leaps, taking a bite out of you. Does 10 beat your AC?
No.
You're able to batter it aside as it kind of scrabbles out. And the last one comes at you. Rengart does a 12 beat your AC.
No, I've got shield.
Not while you're shield. So your magical shield, you holds as the creature's kind of scrabbling over this. I'm assuming like some sort of like an energy bubble.
Yeah.
Almost trying to get at you. Putting him there. Background to the top.
Well, your shield.
Faelor. Okay, she point blank blasts it. She will be at disadvantage.
Well, she could, I suppose she could.
Try to club it with it.
Eat it to death with a rifle.
It's looking rough, but it's still a ball of gnashing teeth and black, thick eye core.
An action to draw.
I would say if she's drawing a sword, I would cast it for free action, essentially. Okay. So she drops the gun, essentially, so she can.
Yeah. Let's go with that, and the sword's come out.
Okay.
Why did it puts down the gun?
Yeah. Just put that there. Yeah. She's taking a swing at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
20 something.
That hits.
7.
Okay. Takes a big chunk out of that one. Is she using a bonus action to do an extra attack? Does she have 2 swords or?
She does have 2 swords.
She can do 2 weapon 5 each. This doesn't get her ability like 5 damage on the sword.
Yeah. You can always fight with the second hand, but you just don't get the additional bonus to do.
She doesn't have 2 weapon weapons, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't get the ability modifier.
But we'll do that.
Yeah, on the damage, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, roll to hit. Same roll to hit, remember.
16.
16 hits. So just the dice roll for damage.
4.
Yeah. She takes a slice out of this creature. It's looking real rough now, but a black eye claw is kind of clawing everywhere, but it's still sort of scrabbling at her. That's Faelor. Rengart.
I'll cast sleep for the area up in the.
Okay, so sleep's an area effect, isn't it? So are you casting it just on the one that you're fighting, basically? Because that, you could know, because Faelor's a little bit further back, so no.
Honestly, I'm just casting it in the areas to put the industry. If it puts them all sleep together as well.
Okay, you just.
But it means I'm not going to attack.
Okay, you're just aiming on all of them, basically.
Yeah.
Use like
But it
area
starts
effect.
with the people with lowest HP, so I'm hoping it'll be to our advantage.
Okay.
You're getting it on me as well as trying to behind it, yeah?
Okay, so what do you roll here?
I've got to roll 5 d8s.
Yeah.
13, 18, 19, 22.
So it affects a maximum of 22 HP.
Okay.
And it starts with the lowest HP, falls that state, uses up that HP, and so on and so on.
Okay. The one that Faelor is fighting seems to like kind of clumps, like slumps to the side.
What's Faelor?
Faelor's on 17 currently.
No, sure.
Okay. Let's have everyone's current HP, please.
31.
19.
24.
31.
Okay.
17.
And Faelor's on 17.
Faelor's on 17.
Faelor. Now she's an elf, though, isn't she?
Oh,
So
yeah.
She can't sleep.
She can't. She's unaffected by sleep spells.
She's immune to magic.
She's immune, so it's going to skip her. Tannis.
Does it still use up to 17 hit points of...
No, it does not. Tannis, what's your thing? 18?
19.
19. Which means that goes there. Tannis, you feel your eyes heavy as you just kind of slump forwards. Rengar, what's your
I
HP?
can't put myself to sleep.
Yes, you can.
Can't you?
You are a creature.
You are a creature within your area.
Surely that's not how it works.
That is
Yeah,
exactly
that
how
is
it
exactly
works.
how it works.
That doesn't seem to make any sense. Surely it's
Well, you don't
a
use
radius
you-
around yourself.
No.
You usually pick a point,
pick a
far
point further away
so-
and target it.
Okay.
I will let you
Sure,
retcon it so you knew it wouldn't hit you. It will still hit, fortunately, it will still hit Faelor.
Well,
And
it
Tannis, actually, yeah, okay.
It shouldn't have enough left to put him asleep.
Well, that was going to depend on what his hit.
So far, which is more than my
Oh, no, then you're fine, then, yeah.
Plus, there was only like 2 hit points left when putting people asleep.
Yeah. So you,
a much bigger problem.
you watch the more demons,
Well, they've got
yeah,
more health than I thought.
and you slump. You see Tannis just kind of, and he slumps. Can you please make a dexterity check?
Me?
Yes, to see
No.
if you fall into the river.
Oh no. Oh no.
Spikes rolling tonight.
12. Whee.
You do not fall into the river. you kind of slump down, and you watch like as he sort of heads towards it, but doesn't actually go in.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot spread. It spreads from the point. It must spread away from me.
But you can pick the point, so you can
so I
say
pick the point of me, and then it spreads away from me, so it can't.
you are
No,
in
yes,
that
it's
area.
free.
You are in that radius, man.
If it's spreading away from the point, that point is not in that spread.
No, it's
Point
20-foot
is a
radius.
one-dimensional thing.
I'm not. No, we don't. We don't need to debate this at this point in time. So that's Ringo.
Trouble sleeping. Sleep.
Garth.
Bonus action to kick him awake.
Does it say anything about how to wake up from sleep in the sleep spell?
Alarm
I'm
clock.
assuming you can just be woken.
Yeah, well, you can definitely work it, yeah.
No, it's the once upon a
I'll
time.
say on my little notes.
Okay.
I'll find it in 2 seconds.
Oh,
I will say
Sleep to this.
No, mummy.
it's when it's only when you take an attack you will wake up.
Great.
Oh, it's someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper away.
There we go. So you'd have to use an action to wake them up. There is a creature right on top of you, obviously. Still.
Yeah, but
And there's another one that's now asleep.
as all confident
you can
people say, I can't die. So
Okay, so you take an action to kick him and as you get up. And that's your whole go?
yes.
Gruk.
Yes.
I'm fighting that guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to use any more of mine because I'm already at 1 level of exhaustion. I don't know what that even means.
Well, I can tell
It
you.
wasn't in feedback.
I've got it here. Do I have exhaustion here?
What we're looking for?
Exhaustion.
It's disadvantage on ability checks.
Ah, here we go.
Doesn't
Yeah.
include,
Yeah, I have got it here, yeah. Disadvantage checks. On the next one up, your speed is halved, so you start to slow.
So I don't have to worry about
I'm
anything.
sorry.
No,
I
not
know
that.
that stuff.
So yeah, you're just going to chop away them?
I'm going to chop away.
Chop away.
Chop away, chop away.
Sorry, effectively.
I'm not going to reckless attack, it's just normal.
Just regular.
Just everything regular.
Go for it.
13.
13 hits.
7.
And this is the one that you are fighting. 7 damage. Okay, yes, you take a big chunk out of it. It's still sort of scrabbling away trying to attack you. Anything else you want to do? Is that your whole... I think that's...
That's all.
Yeah. Tannis, you are weak.
Yes.
You wake up, and you just look as a chunk of like black viscera floats directly in front of your face. And an eyeball kind of follows you, watches you as it floats by.
I'll just shout out, shield your eyes!
Okay.
And I'll cast Flaming Spin.
Okay.
Sphere, not spear.
Are you shooting at something or?
I will manifest it on the eyeball.
Well, the eyeball's one of the chunks that's disintegrating. So you've
But I
got.
can move it as a bonus action.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you
Basically, I will just manifest it in front of me.
Yeah.
It will light up the cave.
Okay, so you've got the dancing lights up. You've got a ball of fire now floating just above the river.
And if there is something within 30 feet of it that isn't one of us, I will go.
Okay, so you've got the sleeping one that Faelor is sort of standing over. You've got the one that's scrabbling at Rengar's shield. You've got the one that Gruk is chopping away at, and you've got one that's sort of trying to gnaw at the Tin Man.
Oh.
What do you do? They're all within 30 feet, I should say.
I don't want to give tactical advice because I'll start doing way too much.
Yeah. I'll send it across to the one that's at Rengar.
Okay, so the fire you watch.
Oh my god, sorry, I put you to sleep.
This fireball hurtles towards you. Does it need to make a dex save, or how does it work?
It's
if it- Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dex save.
Okay, so are you putting it?
That will be random.
Yeah. Are you putting it within
It doesn't have a roll.
range of this one, or
So I suppose you could put it. So
you could put it on the other side? Yeah,
On
yeah,
the
yeah.
other side, yeah. And you could kick it into it maybe. Is a bull rush still a thing?
Yeah, but he's a wizard dwarf. He's more like it's not really.
Yeah, no, but I could turn around and chant it. Makes it
You could, yeah, you could.
I'd have to break away from the one that's fired.
Oh, I see.
So
Yes. No, I move it and it gets burned.
okay, get burned.
Well, it makes a dex save.
Makes a dex save. So what's it got to beat?
13.
It failed. What's the damage? 2d6, I'm guessing. Fire is usually 2d6.
Fire is always 2d6.
8.
And that's the one that Rengar was fighting. Okay.
And it stays there and must test if it's at the end of its turn, if it's still in the
Okay.
square with the fire.
I'll make a note there. So yeah, the scrabbling creature is now backlit by this ball of flame. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Hi, player.
Fair.
It doesn't occupy the same space, so it would be next to it. Would it be between the two, the asleep one and the one that's...
To the other side of the river.
To the other side.
The sleep one's on the other side of the river.
Yes, so if it can't occupy the same square as the
Yeah.
that one, so
Yeah.
it has to be next to it.
Oh well, is
Any
it?
creature that ends its turn within 5 feet
So
of
is
my
it?
sphere
Are
can
you
test
putting?
it.
Are you keeping the sphere essentially above the water with
Play war games.
one here and one here?
If they're
Yeah.
within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, loads of stuff you should play.
So, yeah, we'll use the same damage. So you watch as the fire burns up the sleeping one as it seems to suddenly kind of startle awake as it melts into goo. Faelor gives you a nod. She's bleeding pretty heavily from the leg, right? Yeah, where it's been.
I'll deal with that.
But yeah, that's one down.
I wake you up. You keep going.
Meanwhile, the one that's attacking you continues trying to bite into you. Does a 14 beat your AC?
Nope.
No. Scrabbling away.
I turn back and I just say, you're really embarrassing yourself at the moment. Just...
The one against you, Gruk, does a 11 beat your AC? Nope. So the one up against you, is your shield now faded? Yeah.
It's a burning one. Isn't it?
Does a 23 beat your AC? Yeah.
with the shield.
Yeah, as it takes a chunk out if you. Please take 14 points of damage. As it takes a massive, meaty chunk. It now needs to make a dex save to avoid the fire. Yeah. What's the AC?
13.
It fails. 2d6 damage, please.
9.
9, which means that's that. Okay. And you watch as it seems to be charring on the back, but it's got its giant maw latched onto your shoulders.
Get it off, get it off!
I can see my grandparents. They're calling for me.
Most
Background-
of the spells are useless.
Background to the top. Faelor. The one that she was fighting is dead. There's one that's clamped onto him, and there's the two that these two seem to be sort of just holding off. Basically.
Just glance at here and go, hey, he's got this. Level a rifle across the river and shoot the one by the fire.
Okay, go for it. Made the roll a hit.
The one eating the wizard.
The one
Yeah.
the one in the dwarf, yeah.
20 lots.
Yeah, hits. 20 lots is a hit.
You know that number that comes between 23 and 25.
It has been hit.
5, it's 25.
25, yeah.
9 in total.
9 damage. Okay. There's an explosion of black ichor. The creature's still kind of clamped in, but it's sort of part of it's starting to deflate as they do. So yeah, that's Faelor.
Much better in combat with somebody else's character.
Rengard. What do you do? Just this creature's.
I'm a little too freaked out about it, presumably getting Ikar all over me.
Yeah.
So is it still alive though?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just try and hit it off with my hammer.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Good shot, sir.
15 hits. Roll your little dwarfish attack.
One.
Okay. Excellent.
Get it up!
Okay, so you kind of clonk at the demon, and you watch as the hammer kind of sinks into the black kind of flesh, and then it springs out. And you watch as a couple of eyes sort of rearrange so they can all see you now, and it continues to at you. That is Rengard's. Garth.
Is the one still attacking the wizard
Yes.
Yes, I will shoot the one attacking the wizard.
Okay.
I will be at disadvantage because I have one within 5 feet of me.
Yes.
That would not be an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit. The shot goes wide.
I'll use my bonus action for an action surge.
Okay. Is this your second
Right, okay.
action surge?
No, I get one for short rest.
Short rest, of course. Yeah.
7 plus 8 is 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Might be saved, including black stuff.
6 damage. Oh, 10 damage.
10 damage as the shot rings out. 2 shots ring out. The first one, the creature seems to just kind of continue to latch on. The second one, it explodes in a black fountain, and you are briefly covered in ichor. Can you make a quick Constitution save, please?
Does he have advantage against poison?
The dwarf, that's right. Yeah. Yes, his dwarven resilience to this kind of stuff. 15 is enough. You don't. While the ichor is still on you, but you don't feel it eating away at you.
And then after the shot, I turn back to the one in front of me. I say, "Now for you."
He continues to make the weird noises.
Okay. I don't need an
Gruk.
audience. It's for me.
There's still the one up in your
I've
face.
done 7 damage to it, and that's it so far.
Yes.
I'm just gonna have like 30.
Can I just do 30 damage to it?
Can I just do 30 damage in one swing? If I roll a 20, maybe.
Yeah, with the critical, you probably could. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a reckless attack on it.
Okay, go for it. Which gives it advantage on its
Gives me
attack.
advantage. Well, I hit it at least. 18, 23.
That hits.
Yeah, but it's only 7 damage again.
7 damage again. You take a big chunk out of the creature with a wild swing, leaving yourself open to attack
Sorry.
them.
5 damage.
5 damage. Right. And Tannis. So the one that the 2 that the spear were affected are now
Then I will move
dead.
the spear,
Yeah.
and I will just over the heads and drop it on the one that broke
The one here, or again, do you want to try and hit? Because the 2 that are fighting these 2 are sort of parallel. You could hit both of them the same way you hit both of them before.
But then I have a risk of hitting people.
No, you can move it further back, but you could just hit.
behind.
That's
How
true. I
how
just
far?
shoot
Yep.
them over the back.
Right.
Now it's burning them from here.
It's there, and they have to make a save
Yes.
now, don't they? Yeah. So we'll do the one fighting Gruk first. Yeah, that passes. The one from you. What's the DC? 13. Passes as well. So as the
Take
fire,
half damage.
as they both take half damage. Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it then.
6, so they both get 3.
Okay. Okay, so they get some light charring as you watch this fireball kind of settle behind,
That's round 2 of me having that.
and the light is now spreading out, and you can see a little bit further down the thing something
Backs out of the line.
backs out of the light,
A bigger thing.
bigger. And that's nice. So the balls of teeth. The first one will attack you. It has advantage because you reckless attacked. meaning does a 21 hit.
No.
My AC is 49.
Oh man, I have no. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to discount that. That is 11 points of damage as the creature buries its teeth in your arm. Yeah, that's it. And the one attacking you, is it just you've not got any disadvantage? So that's does a 17 beat your AC? No. So you.
3.
Maybe that
he's a robot. Yeah. And
I also have a shield.
the teeth kind of scrabble off your shield. So yeah, that's the two creatures. Background to the top.
Just as our rules encyclopedia helpfully just pointed out to me, both Barkskin and Flaming Sphere are concentration spells.
So I'm guessing Barkskin dropped when you cast Flaming Sphere. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's the end of their go, so they need to make.
You're bursting on the drum so you fell asleep.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll
That one.
That one fails, and that one fails. So they both fail. This one. 2d6. 2d6 fire damage, please.
26 5.
2d6.
5.
Oof, okay. Okay. Yeah. So they're starting to char more and more. The two that are remaining. That is background to the top. Fail.
Faelor's going to level a rifle towards the shifting darkness at the back and fire.
Okay. I'm going to say I want you to make. Oh no, she's got. No, it's intentionally moved out of the thing. So let's say disadvantage.
That's fine. We'll go with 17.
17 hits.
Good.
Let me just. Okay.
Just add it to the initiative tracker.
Yeah.
And
Okay, roll for damage.
9.
9. Okay. As the shot rings out, you hear kind of a high-pitched scream of pain and anger from the darkness.
Excellent.
Does anyone want to do anything else?
She doesn't really have.
is there anything with 5 feet?
Yeah. Fire into the darkness.
Is that a piercing damage that like?
It is, but you're not raging yet, so you
No.
But yes, it is piercing. Anything else Phil wants to do, or?
She probably has spells or something that I've not noted down. When do mages get spells?
She might know this level.
Let's say there isn't anything else.
For now, and then we can go. Oh, we really should have done
Rengards, the creature that you fought, you are still covered in the gore.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
I'll just sort of. I mean, the fact that okay.
Yeah.
I'll just try and sort of wipe it off.
Out of interest, do you have prestidigitation? Prestidigitation? No. So you try to wipe it off. Make a dexterity check or sleight of hand if you've got it with dexterity.
I draw a random ranger spell card, whatever it is.
Absolutely not. 11. You begin to get chunks off. You don't get all of it. Make a quick Constitution saving throw. 2d6. 2. Yeah. You've still got some black ichor in you.
Oh, that's all one.
You roll it with advantage, I forget.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah,
Really
16.
16. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, good thing.
Can I just, as a point, because it's a bonus action, we know she has it.
Hunter's mark
Draw Hunter's mark out.
onto the thing in the darkness.
Yeah.
So do you? We'll say she does it after the shot.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yes. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So that's you, Rengards. Garth. There's still the creature in front of you, the creature in front of Gruk, and then
How far is the shifting mass in the back?
you would guess the shape in the back is maybe another 20 feet in.
So there's this one in front of that.
Yeah.
And then 20 feet.
Then 20 feet.
Well, it's more than that because you can see 30 feet in the dark. So.
Oh, it's a good point.
So it's either
An
he can see
excellent
it
point.
or
Yes.
more than that.
No, 35 feet. You're right, because it is just it's outside your
Well, to
vision.
be fair, at this point it's light, so if it's still in the dark, it's 60 feet away.
See, there we go. It's 60 feet away. There we go. Yeah, make a note. 60 feet. Yeah. Okay. This is why the maps.
We haven't done theatre of the night.
Dungeonfog.com maps would be useful. So yeah,
Dungeonfog.com.
dungeonfog.com.
The new book.
So yes. Oh, right. All right. So you're yes. It's in the darkness.
Dungeon Dog.
What do you do?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Dungeon Dog. I'm going to shoot the one in front of me.
The
The
thing.
bonus.
Yeah. Go for it.
Disadvantage.
Because yeah, in melee.
No.
Score.
12.
Nope. The blast goes as you bring your thing down. It kind of knocks it out of the way, and your shot goes wide. That is you.
I was really better at not hitting you than
Gruk.
I'm going to go into my ridge.
Okay.
So I've got 2 more after this. And I'll use reckless attack again.
Go for it.
Oh my god.
Score. No. Do you want a second attack for your?
No,
your
that's
raging, or-
frenzy and I don't want to get exhausted.
Okay. So you chop away and you miss
No,
the.
no, I don't think I can do that.
Well, okay, yeah.
I'm so raged.
I'm so angry. So that's Gruk. Tannis. My voice is starting.
I push the flaming sphere towards the back again.
Okay. You can move it 30
30
feet.
feet.
Okay. So it gets sort of halfway.
You have to run
Lights
through
up
it.
more
Down
area
the
and
thing.
so on and so on.
Lights up more.
30 feet.
You can't use another 30 feet. Oh yeah, so it means it lights up the thing. And now you can see what looks like a cross between a centipede and bat. Long, chitinous kind of claws and talons scrabbling back.
A centipede.
A what?
Centipede.
Sure, yeah.
I feel like you took away from that one disgusting description.
Looming membranous wings, a kind of a bony moor with these large sort of bat-like ears. It's all kind of black and dripping in the ichor kind of flowing out between the plates. You can also see at the end of its sort of body tail, it sort of bulges, and as you watch a kind of a shudder as a chunk of the ichor drops into the water that's flowing from the source through the rocks behind it. You watch as the creature the lump starts to almost turn into one of these teeth demon, but melts away into the water as this creature and its wings flap up and spread.
Well, there's your problem.
You have the centibat.
Got a centipede.
Batipede.
And it will now be entering combat. Yeah.
Does the tunnel extend further behind it?
It seems as though that's sort of as deep as the tunnel goes. You would guess, looking at it, there's been maybe a rock slide or something, so the water is still coming through, but you would have to dig it out basically to get any further. So yeah, there we go.
We're not going to keep running down the hole.
Force.
Stop waving the light and chasing it away.
Force, the first creature will attack you. I'm guessing a 16. Nope. And you reckless, didn't you? Yeah. So advantage. Now that is a 20.
Yeah.
Yep. 22. But
I'm not going to beat it that easy.
however, you would take 4 damage, but I'm guessing you're raging now, so you just take 2.
Resistance for a minute.
You take 2 damage as your adrenaline pumps through and you're able to sort of throw off its scrabbling claws. Back up to the top of the round. Faelor.
Wham! Shoots it.
Okay. Nope. Okay, go for it.
17.
17 hits.
Good. And it's hunter's mark.
So D6 as
2d8, d6, and your dexterity. But you have to actually roll the dice in order to generate.
No, it's just visualizing the result you want. Yes.
17.
17. Okay.
Now, is the thing that plopped out of its arse?
No, it's melted and fused.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Wash away these things and they'll find out these. I don't know if there's any spells that do that.
There are, and I don't have them remembered.
So there's so you watch as the bullet goes off and another chunk of ichor splurts out. How many shots has she fired now?
Many.
In this round? Oh, do you know I can count them.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. She's got one more shots. Oh no, that's it. That's 5. She needs to reload.
Is it a bonus action?
It's a bonus action to reload. So she can slot one in, but that's the end of her. Yeah. So yeah, that's Faelor. Rengards.
I'm just sort of hiding behind anyone who's like fighting.
Nope. Well, unfortunately, Gruk is still between you and the. Yeah.
These dwarves useful.
You're a machine.
Hi!
So Rengar, you just hiding behind? You're standing behind Gruk, like nope. I don't really want to part of this. Okay. So that's Rengar. Then it is the monster.
I don't think I should get that.
I don't want it to.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been very.
It's 60 feet away still. So
Yeah.
unless it's like super fast, it won't be until next round.
There's a flaming sphere between it and us.
How long's that last?
A minute?
I mean, it's
So the,
3 rounds away.
No.
And that probably so let's get the creature
6 seconds.
30 feet,
Yeah, so 10 rounds.
the fireball another 30 feet, and then it's there. Okay.
And it's got 7.
And it's only if it finishes its turn within 5 feet of the flaming sphere.
Yes, or if I run sphere.
Okay. The creature kind of crunches all of a sudden and flaps up, launching itself over the sphere. Its heavy membranous wings scraping the edge of the cave, and then it lands kind of straddling the river where its black ichor continues to flow.
So is it behind us now?
It is no. It is. It's sort of right at where you are and you are. It's sort of landed only about 5 feet back.
That's why the flaming sphere is.
No, it's flown. No, this says we've got.
So I moved the flaming sphere.
Yeah, he moved the sphere forward 30 feet, so it's jumped over the sphere, and it is now.
It is fast. It is fast.
And it screeches. Can you all please make a wisdom saving throw?
I mean,
I would like you to.
19.
You're fine. Rengar?
19 as well.
You're fine.
okay, just see what you do. Oh, okay.
Score?
Shadow wisdom. 21.
You're fine.
15 for me and 20 for them.
The screech echoes and you feel it is unnatural and unnerving, but while you each have a moment of creeping dread, you are able to shake it off. And you watch the creature kind of just like loom, crouch and loom at the same time, if that's a thing, with its gloom. Gloom, yeah, you're right, glooms. Which brings it up to Garth.
So now it is right behind the one outside.
Yeah.
I need the both to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. As you
Shoot through one of them into the other.
the line shot. Yep. We'll do it that way. So 13
Passes.
and 16.
Passes.
Half damage or?
Yep.
Okay, so you
One.
lock the thing and then people like, but they both take 1 damage.
Both the demons or the demon and the back demon?
Demon in the back. Sent it out.
Which one is that one? That's
Oh wait, no, I'm so sorry. 6 plus the normal damage from the bullet.
on the first one or both of them?
Both of them.
Okay.
So they both take another 1 damage.
Excellent. Okay.
That's not fair.
Okay, good to know.
Because the bullet
Yes.
also goes
So yes, yeah, that's you. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
no, I don't think.
You don't have anything else to do? Nothing else you can do?
I have a lot of things I'd like to do.
Gruk! There is still the creature, the ball.
Well, if that thing's attacked now, I think I'll go into my frenzy because I've got 9 more rounds.
Of raging. Yeah.
Raging.
So you go into your frenzy.
And then hopefully it's all dead at the end. And relentless is reckless attack.
Go for it. On the ball.
On the ball, and the other
First.
one's only 5 feet away.
Yeah.
So I can, if this just kills it, 13, 18.
Hits. Roll them damage.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ooh, it is looking rough, but it is still alive.
It's still alive.
As you chop into it, ichor bursts out of everywhere, but it's still got.
Second attack. Over 20 pieces.
Yeah.
3, 6.
And your second attack splatters it, and you hit it in such a way that it kind of the blood mostly skitters away. You do have some on you though, so a quick Constitution check, please. Plus you saving throw. Sorry, saving throw. 9.
Yeah.
You take 3 poison damage as you feel the viscera.
Pick up this walk and use it to
Yeah, you did make a check last time. The end of your turn. Yeah, that's okay. Tannis,
Yeah,
you're up.
I will maneuver myself backwards,
Okay.
and I will bring the flaming spear.
Okay, so you back around Faelor, and you bring the flaming spear right up against it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just ram it into it.
So it and the maw, it and the ball of teeth will have to make a.
It's 5 foot or 5.
Is it a dex? Dex saving. So 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Both fail.
Well, fail.
Roll damage.
9.
9.
No, it's just the 9 the damage.
And the creature that you were fighting, you watch as it kind of chars and splits and. Oh no, you killed it. No, it's a good thing. So.
So we might on the last side.
Yes, in fact, yeah, there we go, yeah. 9.
You direct it and you just go,
There
wait,
we go.
no, reverse.
So yeah, that one starts to char and split, but it's still, because you've not done a lot of damage to it, but yeah. Well, because you've been ignoring it, you've been like, don't worry about that guy. Anything else you want to do, Tannis?
No, that's I'm concentrating on moving this flaming spear, and I'm moving myself back.
Yeah.
You still have an action.
Yes, I do, but what can I possibly do? I can't cast Thunderclock in here.
The creature takes a the final ball of teeth takes a bite at you, Garth. I'm guessing a 15 does not beat your AC. No. So again, it's scrabbling at your shield as you kind of hold it up and you try and line up another shot with your gun.
Leave me alone.
And it's the only one left. So back up to the top of the round, Faelor.
Faelor will shoot
Yep. The
big monster.
Batipede. Yep.
So you'll get 20 lots. 26.
Yep, that hits. Don't forget Runner's Mark.
21.
21 damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
And is there other thing within 5 inches you go to a
It is? Yeah.
breaker as well? Shoot at that.
Go for it.
18.
18. Yeah, that hits.
That takes 8.
Okay. So, as Faelor, as you kind of scurry around, kind of drawing this fire, she plants her feet up, after she's. And we have the moment as the camera pauses, goes down into the bullet, and we watch the bullet kind of travel along. We watch the screeching creature sort of look up. Its maw begin to open, perhaps to emit another Painful screech, and the bullet enters straight through, punches out the back of the head, and the whole thing slumps into the water and begins to hiss and bubble and boil as it starts to disintegrate into a black icon. She then sort of goes like no reaction. Shoots the more. It is hurt, but it's not. It's still scrabbling at you.
Those monsters are.
Oh, just as a point of reference, if the first shot killed that creature, she will use her bonus action to shift her bonus life to the remaining living.
Make another d6 damage then.
The backbeat dies.
Yeah, it's still scrabbling away. It's not dead.
It's fine, guys. It can't get past me. I'm great.
Cal is really great at this game.
Regards.
I'll clean the last of the.
Yeah, make a quick dexterity check.
18.
18. Yeah, you were able to get the last of the gunk off you. Garth.
Seeing that I'm not having any luck at shooting this thing,
Jump on it.
I'm gonna just turn towards the orc who's still covered in goo.
Yep.
And prestidigitation, clean him off.
Okay. So as you see the a weird glow coming from the it's got an arcane kind of
You're
buzzing.
doing all the normal orky dirt that's on there as well.
And
clean!
I know the cleanest orc that's ever been.
It's actually really intimidating for a split second because it looks like it's like a laser cannon, and then it's just.
yeah.
And I'm still frenzied and raging, preparing to fight a dead battlefield spinning round.
And who is next? It is Gruk.
Is there anything for me to fight?
There's the creature that's still scrabbling at this one over the.
Jump over the river and blight with everything I've got. 2 reckless attacks.
Yeah, go for it.
20 odds.
Hits.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Yep.
And 17.
Yeah, hits.
8, 9, 10, 11. 2 11s.
Excellent. So as you jump over, you sort of are leaping up, and it just goes.
Colours me in shit again.
You are now coming and go again, as are you. Are you immune to poison damage?
Resistant.
Resistant. So
And advantage against the poison condition.
Constitution checks for both of you, please, as the goo covers you for a moment.
So advantage.
No, just a
16.
heart damage. It's not poison. It's a poison damage. It's not sort of poison condition. Score
16.
16. You're fine. You will take 1 damage.
Is that already half?
That is already halved. Because you can't take half a point of damage.
I'd like to
And you're now standing in the cave as you watch the creatures finally kind of dissolve down. You are still covered in the goo. Are you prestigitating him again?
me first.
Okay, sure. The flaming sphere is still burning.
For now.
Yeah. Dancing lights are still up. And you all take a as you realise that.
No, but what is that?
I'm just going to press the flaming sphere against the body of the bat.
Okay. As it sort of
Hasten that up.
hisses and
Yeah, can we get rid of it also?
you watch as the fire seems to burn up this ichor and almost just remove it.
Does it look like clean water's coming down?
As you now look up the river, where it's running through the cave-in area through the cracks, you can see the water is now clean.
So, who's good?
Me, very.
I'm good.
So yes, you take a moment in the cave as you kind of survey everyone's
I've got level 2 exhaust.
deeping, panting,
So,
and I think now might be a good time to end the session there. As our heroes have cleansed the river, they now need to go back and have a discussion with the orcs and see if all bargains are kept. Tune in next month when we will maybe even return to Redcliffe Falls and see if the humans are as honourable as the orcs.
Probably not.
And we'll
find out the orcs are honourable yet.
we'll see you there.